Afternoon, everybody. We are coming to you live from RAMP, Real Access Motivates Progress podcast. We are so excited to talk to all of the amazing people and hear about the Empowerment Factory's annual fundraiser on May 21st called Meet Me at the Met. So first of all, I'd like you to meet the two lovely ladies that are with me today. Gail, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hello, I'm Gail Ahlers. I am an artist and an entrepreneur and the founder of the Empowerment Factory. The Empowerment Factory is an organization that I founded 11 years ago to bring joy and life skills to elementary youth.
And Wendy, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
I'm Wendy Fachon, and I host the Story Walking Radio Hour. And I am also a volunteer teacher for the Empowerment Factory and help develop the nature drawing curriculum and do all kinds of other things to help Gail out.
Oh, I'm so glad to have you ladies. And I just have to point out that Gail is the only person who ever outsparkles me at any event that she goes to. And I'm absolutely okay with that because Gail is my fairy godmother and always sprinkles joy on my life every time I get to see her. So if you don't know Gail, you need to get to know her. So Gail, tell everybody a little bit more about the Empowerment Factory and what you guys do.
So the Empowerment Factory offers in-school, after-school, and online and summer programming for elementary youth. And we blend creativity, positivity, and literacy in our programs. We believe that when children are more connected to their feelings and have the vocabulary and the voice to express themselves, that they do better in school and life.
Oh, and you guys do such an amazing job. Wendy, tell everybody a little bit about what you teach when you are a teacher at the Empowerment Factory. Tell everybody what that experience is like.
Oh gosh, it's wonderful. Well, when COVID hit, and suddenly we were kind of had to make some shifts around some different things. Gail created the Art in the Park program, and I created an online program for nature drawing, working with Rhode Island Department of Environmental Management, their Fish and Wildlife Division. And we created by the end of it, 6 different programs, each 6 weeks long. And we bring kids in from all over the state into a Zoom room, mostly 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. And we teach them, how to draw animals. We've got teachers, students from RISD who do the teaching. And I do the science piece of it. And so the kids are learning about the biology of animals, about habitat, about the challenges, the man-made challenges that we put before these animals that have put them in the position where they have now been classified as species of greatest conservation need. So we teach kids about these animals and their, sort of their stories, and then talk about how we can use their art to help share those stories and help bring attention to those animals and their needs.
It's so incredible. I mean, when I see you guys out at all the events that you go to, because I'm pretty much at all the events that you guys go to, just to see the joy and not only the children's faces, but the parents' faces, to see their child thriving and letting their mind and their perspective open up to be creative and doing something new. It's such an important thing of what you do at the Empowerment Factory. So now we're going to get into the important stuff, the annual fundraiser. Tell us a little bit about it, Gail.
So last year we had our first fundraiser to mark a decade of serving children. And we realized, especially in this current climate, that we need to have a fundraiser every year. Because the programs that we offer are free, and that makes them accessible to the people that need it most. May 21st, meet me at the Met from 6 to 9. We're going to have an amazing band, the New Providence Big Band playing. We're going to have really great things that have been curated for the raffles. We also have an online auction, which is live now, and we're adding new items every day. So you can purchase a ticket, which is only $50. You can become a sponsor. You can bring your whole team. You can have it as a corporate outing or a girls' night out, or meeting up with some friends for a really fun night out on the town, while helping to support being able to provide programming to the children that need it most.
The important thing about this is I went to your fundraiser last year and I had a blast, but to me, it was more of a meet and greet and a networking, because you know everybody and everybody loves and supports you, that this is a great event to go out and network. This is to go out and meet somebody else that you guys could benefit each other. There's ways of collaborating. Me and Gail, once we met many, many moons ago, we've been collaborating ever since. And that's what it's all about. We're not going to change the world in silos. We're going to change the world as a unit and together. So above and beyond everything that Gail mentioned, it is a great networking event, because I'll tell you, you will meet some big and powerful people that can change life for you, that you need to know. And the one person you need to know is Gail, if you don't already. So make sure you go to meet Gail. But Wendy, tell us a little bit about why this is so important and why you believe in the Empowerment Factory so much.
Oh gosh, it's, what we're doing is we're giving underserved children access to books, because we do a lot with literacy. We're giving them access to experiences where they're given the opportunity to express their creativity. And they're getting access to so much, and access to friends. I mean, all these kids, they make friends as they come together into our space. Particularly when we're during COVID, there was a lot of social isolation, and we managed to keep kids connected during that time. And we continue to make bigger and more extensive connections with these kids, and to support them as they go forward with their emotional, academic, and even physical needs. So, yeah.
Gail, tell us a lot. This is your 11th year. You've been around quite some time. Tell everybody how the Empowerment Factory has grown with the support of others supporting you, how you have grown from year 1 to year 11.
Well, I have to say that the community, the Empowerment Factory is really a community. It's not just a nonprofit, because that can be a silo. We have youth ambassadors who are high school students who are either volunteers or paid interns who help in our programs, and mentoring them on their voyage, and seeing them through the programs. We have staff and volunteers that have come together. And originally it was just Wendy and I in the classroom. And now we have a teaching team, and we have lesson plans that are aligned with the school day. And I think that when you believe in children and you let them explore and explore that world of wonder, of learning, and that learning can be fun and it's engaging when it's, from our approach. And it's different than just being at school. You're learning things, but you're with others. And I think that's what makes the Empowerment Factory so special, because it's not just one person's adventure. It's the friends that they'll make, and the things that they'll learn, and the experiences that they will explore that will be with them forever.
If I could steal a line, we believe the children are our future. It is so true. And, like we just talked about, that we can't do things in silos. It's kids doing things together and on their own time, and because they want to. And I'm going to point out what Gail said, that these are high school kids that are paid interns, or these are kids that come back to give back. So we're not only teaching children how to work together and how to do art and how to be creative, but we're teaching them fundamental nonprofit giving back, that this is what's going to make their heart full no matter what they do in the world, that they're learning how to give back, they're learning how to give a piece of them, and they're learning how to be a part of a nonprofit. That is my biggest thing. Wendy, you've been with Gail from the beginning. Tell us how you've seen it grow from year 1 to year 11.
Oh my gosh. Well, the first year we were just teaching a summer program at two different schools, kind of in the neighborhood nearby. We did one school in the morning, and the other we did in the afternoon. And it was just fun. I mean, every day was a new adventure for those kids, wouldn't you say? I mean, every day was different. You know, they never really knew what we were going to be coming forth with, but it was always a fun surprise. And gosh, after that point, Gail has created so many more programs. I mean, she's got the Trash to Treasures program. She does the Art in the Park program. She's got the friendship program that she does in the schools. So it's no longer just after school, but it's she's getting in the schools as well to support teachers, which has been really phenomenal. And the other thing I want to point out is that Gail's been wonderful at engaging the parents. That's becoming more and more important. In order to support these kids, you also have to support the parents and get the parents to help support what we're doing. It's a community, right? And everybody's coming together. Maybe Gail, you want to say a little bit more about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, it does great. So yeah, Gail, please.
So yeah, I think as an example, for the nature drawing program, you have elementary youth. And if you're doing a program for high school students or middle school students, they can get themselves on the computer. But our recruitment flyers are trilingual so that you can access the parents. The books are written in English and in Spanish so that it makes it more accessible. We send the email to the parents the day before the class. We send them a text a half an hour before the class. And we have a bilingual team member who's calling the families to say, do you need any technical assistance? Are you, because sometimes they might be taking care of another child, or they might be making dinner, or, and so meeting the parents where they are and trying to support them in their efforts to empower their children is really important, and finding more and more ways to do that and to help them help their children, because they want their children to succeed. They want their children to be happy, and it's a joy to be their partner. And also when we partner with the schools, allowing us to come alongside the schools and have all of those things because during COVID, it really broke the bond between schools and all the wraparound services that the families used to depend on the schools for. And so our Art in the Park, we brought into schools in the winter, and we call it Family Art and Literacy Night, because we're doing our mindful moments, we're telling jokes, then we're reading a book, and then we're all making an art project. So we might read Harlem Grows and then make terrariums. Harlem Grows is a true story about a gentleman who started a garden in Harlem from a vacant lot outside of a school, and showing them that any one person can be a community hero and make a difference. That all the services that we provide to the school, from the Google form and the registration and calling the families and documenting all the sign-in so that they have reporting on who's engaging, because family engagement is important. And we help schools with that. And we partner with organizations besides schools, like the Parks Department and libraries, to be able to offer this service. And the thing is that all of these programs are free. And why are they free? Because we've got sponsors, because we have grants, because we have individual donations, and people can become a sustaining donor. Give us $10 a month. That's great. We need to build that up, because we cannot depend on someone else to help take care of our children. We as a community need to come together, because budgets are tight. There's so little time. Everyone's in a hurry, and things like creativity and art and allowing children to have access to books, all of this matters. And it's not in the school budget to do the things that we're doing. And sometimes people will say, oh, it's an enrichment class, it doesn't really matter. But if you are a happier person, you are going to be a better learner. If you are empowered, if you feel like you can, then you will. And it just takes one person to make that little being think, I can do this. You know, they believe in me, so I believe in me. And to internalize that. And when you do it at an early age, and that's why we focus on elementary youth, you change the trajectory of their entire.
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
It is. It's just so important what you do. And, you know, when somebody says it's just enrichment, imagine looking at your walls with no artwork. Imagine the world with no color. Imagine the world with no Gail. I couldn't imagine that. You know, we need the sparkle. We need the smile. We need to work with our hands. You do so much, and they're fully accessible because the Empowerment Factory just received their stamp of approval. So everything that they do is also accessible for children of all abilities, not just all ages. And I know Gail has started to maybe dabble in getting into the older community because they need art too. They need joy in their life. They need but she can't expand without you and without you being a donor. So come on May 21st, see what it's all about. See the joy that it brings to so many people. If you can't, you can always make a donation. You can go online and bid on one of the amazing online auction items. You can make a difference. $5 makes a difference. $1 makes a difference. And look we got Scruffy who joined us today.
Hello, help us. I need your help. I need your help. We want to help the kids, please. We want to make them happy. Oh, thank you very much. And I love you all. Let's all be happy and kind to each other. Thank you.
I love that. We're going to let Wendy tell a little bit more of why people should do this. Well, maybe we'll get a quick view of Mr. Unicorn, who is my favorite.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, this is important because a lot of these communities don't have the funds. Their schools don't have the funds. Their schools don't have that extra staff. They don't necessarily have the extra materials. There's a lot of things that we need to pull together to do these programs. We need to pull together the teachers, the materials, and so forth. And of course, we need money to make this happen. So every donation, I mean, just $10 helps pay for an art kit for a kid. But what if you could get an art kit for a kid every single month, right? You know, so $10 there. Books, you know, $10 gives a book to a kid. Or if you want a new book to a kid every month, give us $10 every month. Give us $25. The more you give, the further we're going to make it go. And it is going to make a difference for our communities in Pawtucket, Providence, and Central Falls. We're working where the children are really challenged right now. The literacy rates, we need to help boost those up with these kids. We need to get them to love books and love learning. And you can help us do that.
We're so excited. And here's my unicorn friend.
Hello. You can help us and we love you.
I absolutely love that. Gail, let us know your final words of why people should get involved and make a donation or meet us at the Met on May 21st.
Everyone can help make the world a better place by coming together. I believe in the sisterhood of prosperity. We all don't have to have everything. We all don't have to know everything. It's by coming together and working as a community that we can make a difference and lift up these children so that they have the skills so that they can go on and be successful. I think that, you know, everyone has a happy memory from when they were a kid, that day that they can remember, or that person that said something that sparked their heart. And we need to fuel that in the youngest of our citizens so that, 20 years from now, they are successful in the workplace because they have life skills.
You know what? I remember my moment when I dropped a canister of sparkles. Sparkles became my new favorite color. I was just in awe how it just sparkled everywhere. And that's where I became sparkles. That's why everything that I touch glitters and glows, because of that one moment in an art class that truly changed my heart for the rest of my life. So you're right, Gail, that makes a difference. Wendy, you had something final to say for
I
everybody?
just want to say the children are our future, and it is so important that we support their growth and their development and yeah, just their dreams. Help them make their dreams come true.
We hope to see you all on May 21st from 6 to 9. Meet us at the Met. Learn what this is. Bring your children. Bring them to see what's going on. Come and have a great night and be with us. But donate. Go to the online auction. Make a contribution somewhere. Make sure that you're being part of the change, because the first thing that they cut for all programs is our art programs. And again, picture the world without color or without sparkles, and it would be a very boring world, and we don't want that. So thank you, ladies, so much for sharing the story of the Empowerment Factory. It's one of my near and dear special places to be. I love it, and I will be at the Met on the 21st, and we hope to see you all there. Thank you so much. We will talk to you all soon.
Thank you. Peace.
Thank